Good morning, everybody. This is Shanker, and it's my endeavor to talk about houses. People do not know the basics, the grammar, and they start doing predictions. Now, that is not correct. So, understand houses first. What is the house? Each house signifies. The fifth house. The fifth house signifies children, but it signifies basically what will you get out of your children. I mean, how effective will you be children? What will you be? Will you get happiness for them, or there will be a reason for your प्रॉब्लम्स और रीज़न फॉर टेंशंस, आपको दुख देंगे, आपको सुख देंगे, ये आपके जो बच्चे देंगे पांचवें घर से, एंड स्पेशली द सन. इट इज़ नॉट फॉर डॉटर. फिफ्थ हाउस tells what you will get from your son, happiness from your son. So this is what fifth house is about. Fifth house is that part of the house, that part of the area in your house, वो जगह आपके घर के अंदर, where you know the light comes in. You get the wind, you get the light. So it is so that part of the house, and that is the most important part of the house, and therefore it is also a house of what will be your kismat. आपका आगे की ज़िंदगी कैसी रहेगी, how will be your life going forward. Will you be successful or you will be unsuccessful? Now here it is not that the planets will tell you success or unsuccess, but certainly planets in this house tell you what will you get from what you work. Some people work very hard, don't get anything. Some people work a little and they get a lot. So this proportion which is there, which is actually depicted by the fifth house. I mean, the fifth house thus depicts on what क्या आपको मिलेगा अपनी ज़िंदगी में काम करने के बाद. I mean, you work so much, you work X. I mean, what less work, more results. More work, no result. That is how I put it. That has to be seen from the fifth house. Fifth house is also a significator, a very important significator of what you will, how will you develop your intelligence? How will you develop your, in Hindi you call it adhyatmik shakti. Your adhyatma को आप कैसे उसको आगे बढ़ाएंगे? The spiritual part of your endeavor. Spirituality doesn't mean reading books. You can become a spiritual person without reading books. Life treats you. Life teaches you. The lessons of life teach you. How much you can incorporate those lessons of life to become a person which is, which understands spirituality. Spirituality and intelligence are two different things. Spirituality is what you will be, how will you become as life progresses. So this is also the house of what we call the adhyatma part, the adhyatmic shakti. So it has got a relationship with what you will study, how much you will study, but more on the plane which is related to the spiritual part of it, the higher studies which you call. The higher studies necessarily may not mean PhD. Be careful in that. So one has to, it does mean PhD, but you have to see more that, is that PhD copied from 5 lectures, 5 books written, collated, and you get a PhD. That is not fifth house. So, your fifth house is the actual house which increases your self. So fifth house is a very important house as far in the body. It's the stomach. And the stomach area is, is related to the fifth house. And this is the area which is very, very, very important. So, in nutshell, the fifth house, which I will conclude to tell you, is tells you about your what will you get in life. आपकी किस्मत की चमक कैसी होगी? What will be the shine in your destiny? How much you have to work to get? How much you will progress in your life? It's about your children, what you get from your children, and especially it only talks about the boy. It also, in the present context in Kali Yuga, it also represents what you get from the public, the money which you earn from the masses. Fourth house is masses, and fifth house is second from fourth. So what you earn from the masses, what will you get from people? Now this varies. It could vary from you doing very well in shares, stock exchanges, to being a politician who stands and people come and throng around him. So it could be both the things which the fifth house represents. It will also represent your how much will you gain from your partnerships, especially business partnerships. And business partnerships would mean that what will you gain when you enter into a partnership with somebody, and to some extent it also talks about a partnership with marriage is also a partnership. So what will you get from your marriage, whether you will be happy, whether you will gain, what would be the what would happen there. So fifth house also, one more thing is, fifth house also tells about your future, what will be your next in your next life, what would you do. So that is very critical. Fifth house having good planets like Jupiter and Surya. I only say these two planets, Jupiter and Sun, there will make things good, things better, and also ward off a lot of negativities. We can discuss about other planets. I will do them slowly and steadily, so that you understand the basics and start moving with that. So this is my assessment of fifth house, where I've tried to summarize 3-4 points which you should see from the fifth house, and especially the most important point, which today's world is running about: Kismat ki chamak. What will be your destiny? How much will it shine? What will be the shine in your life? Actual shine of your life is depicted by the fifth house. And of course, if you have planets like the Atmakarak situated there, or you have a Vargottam planet situated there, it is also going to be good. But that I will not discuss today, because I'm discussing only houses. So I've discussed the fourth house, now come to the fifth house, giving the basics of the fifth house. Please do write the 5, 3, 6 points which I've told in a diary of fifth house. And this is very important while you make prediction, believe me. So Jupiter and Surya, of course, in fifth house alone are very good. Jupiter and Surya together in fifth house are also very good. But only these two planets, I will say, generally they have to give good results in the fifth house, irrespective of Rashi, etc. Even if it is, Jupiter is debilitated in the fifth house, I mean, as per your, I don't believe too much in Rashis, because Rashis have, you have to divide house, Rashi, Nakshatra, everything. So most important is, for immediate prediction, see the house. Even if Jupiter is there, it is debilitated as per your horoscope, it will do well. Similarly, if Sun is there, is debilitated there, it will do well. So that is how you have to see the fifth house. And of course, negative planets, change things of what I've told you in the fifth house. But that, again, I'm tempted to explain it to you, but I refrain that, and I will explain you in the videos to come ahead. So keep on watching my videos. You want to know about me, go to shankerstudy.com. That's my website, and you will come to know about my books, my researchers, my astrology, etc. You can always be in touch with me. I'm just a few lines away. If you want to understand anything in astrology, predictions, it's a no. I do not do any predictions at the time, especially because you've seen my video and you will send me your horoscope to predict it. So I don't have the time at the moment, sirs, but I take out this time to so that before I pack up, I tell you what I have learned in astrology in a very simplified way. Thanks, and bye for now.